Hello and welcome to a very special Mountain Blade announcement. I am not sure if I can actually continue this game. The reason I say that is because despite my best efforts, the game is starting to continually crash. I have a video that I could salvage that was 10 minutes long before it crashed. And then I come to find out that the battle I'm trying to do, which is imperative, I managed to get Remington and Collins, but then there's still Brown of the Collins banda. But every single time I fight him, I don't know what it is, but I'm not sure if it's the map that I'm trying to fight him in and I have to lure him somewhere else, or if it's Brown himself, or if the game just wants to explode. Because I do remember fighting at a similar map when I chased him in a different direction. Actually, it wasn't too similar. But then the game also crashed there. And I blamed it on the fire texture that was going on because it was a map of burning wagon caravans. Then we come to a map that's in the middle of the desert, a map that we have actually fought in before and won and gone through perfectly fine. Fighting him there as well doesn't work. I'm not sure if it's Brown. I'm not sure what's going on, but I lured him to a day version of the map, a night version of the map, lured him to a slightly different, altered version of the map, but in the same area, and it doesn't seem to want to work. And I can't actually go through the game in the way I'm supposed to, in the way I want to, if I can't, clean out everybody of a faction. So I'm not really sure if I'm able to continue this. If you want me to try and continue it, I will. But the game has gotten to a point where it's difficult to record. I spent an hour trying to get the battle between Remington Robert and Collins from the Collins Banda to actually take. And then I finally got a version that crashed but was still salvageable instead of corrupted, because there was at one point where I couldn't even open the thing, so it was so corrupted that I couldn't even open it, and I had to scrap it and try it again. It crashed a couple more times, and I wanted to actually do it into a way that worked, and then I got to the point where I'm just going to say, screw it, if I can salvage it, I can salvage it. And that's where the 10 minutes came from. But pretty much, I'm not sure if I can record this. I would try and record with Bandicam here, which as you can see it's going, but you can see that it's currently at target, right? If I click on, if I try and record with target, which is a border on the screen, you can't actually see it because it's recording in the border, but if I try and do that with Mountain Blade, it just results in a complete black screen, which is why there were cutoffs, because if I'm recording the window and the window crashes, well, then the instance stops. The instance of recording stops. Well, if I was recording in a thing, I could actually have a thing where, oh, it crashed, I'll see you next time, and actually guarantee to have some kind of video, but it it just, some games aren't actually picked up by it. And I don't know what to do, because it's just, this is the furthest I've ever gotten into this mod, so I'm not sure if it's the mod or it's the fact that I'm even trying to record it. And I just don't know what to say. If you want me to try and continue, I will. I'll see what I can do. I'll try and get some kind of fixes, but I kind of feel like just putting this off to the side and maybe trying to come back to it some other time and putting something else in its place, because the last couple weeks really of me trying to record this has just gotten progressively more frustrating the more I try and go into it. I don't know. I really don't.